Movement stuff, like traditional type stuff, you know, like this sort of, you know, using the arms more like an animal sort of thing. And the clawing stuff, clawing often leads into back fists, palms. You know, because if you're grabbing on something and like pushing the head back, and you got to remember all this stuff is like on my forearms, on my hands, backs of my hands, like all this, like is striking trees, strike my own body type stuff. But yeah, when you're striking trees, it really helps with that explosive power. Doing circular bench press and stuff. It's like really cool. Like you can say bench in here, coming right up to your chin and down and along your chest and up, and then like you might do 10 reps one way and then 10 reps the other way, or you can just sort of do a U type thing. With the circles are pretty grouse. I'm doing circles like with everything, because that's how, when I do the strikes, a lot of it can be circular, like I could be grabbing onto something here or punching, you know, it's just, yeah, a lot of it is circular, but also linear, angular, lots of different things, regular type of boxing type stuff, but then just like the explosive elbows from, so all of this stuff here can just bang straight into elbows, like roll into an elbow, grabbing on, rip down the face, elbow, knee, elbow, rip, grab on, you know, pick up, or however it is, like a kangaroo wood type thing. Striking out with elbows, you know, hammer fists, just a hammer fist. However, you can think of like hammering, and there's always going to be like the elbows, the forearms behind that sort of stuff, you know, the rolling strikes, which are really quick. They can be used to like deflect types of thing. Elbows to like protect the head and coming through the elbow, push, you know. Palm strikes, ripping down, clawing, you know, just heaps of different things. And yeah, there's kicks and all that sort of stuff as well, like kicks that sort of they sort of claw out as well, just like the hands do. So yeah, you might claw out into an elbow, stab that out, come through, you know. Probably side kick with that one, back fist, side kicks type thing, bring that, you know, different stuff, use the body like sweep type thing, strike low, you know. These can all hit high, hit low, hit round, you know, it's all of this as a weapon type thing. So all this, everything, like all the forearms, everything, the body, shoulder, the shoulder, you know, the elbow by extension, the forearm, back of the fist, you know, rake in the face, thumbs and eyes, grabbing onto the head, you know, elbow up, cross, up, round, this way, inwards, outwards, all that sort of stuff. Coming, you know, using the elbows, using things in different ways, pushing, grabbing on with the wrists, you know, and always defending the elbow, striking. Kicking low to the knees, to the groin. You know, not a huge fan of high kicks. Kicks are good. Heel kicks are good under the knees and into the groin. Different things like that. Stomping movements. Explosive push-pull strikes in the elbows, in the back fist type movement, you know, settling, coming off, you know, or coming off, going straight, elbows in the straight strikes, you know, here, checking, striking, punching, just using that punch, just keeping it out, pushing back, punching, elbowing that way, back fisting type thing, hook punch, you know, yeah. Grabbing on, striking, strike that way, strike out, elbows. Then you can do the kangaroo type movements. Just playing with different things. Just playing with movement, with you know, you might come up, breathing, coming up, and just stomp into the Baguazhang type stuff. Like, you know, might go down here, like the kangaroo, come up here, type stuff, come around, claws up, and then pulling, getting, pushing everything back. This is like postural type stuff, and then might explode out type stuff. you know, just different breathing, you know. Might be coming up here, breathing in, coming out further, coming back this way type stuff, you know, just lots of different things, because it's a martial art at the end of the day. You know, we've done a lot of cat stance, we've done a lot of Hsing I type stuff, like what about wider type stuff? Like more of a power type stuff, you know, like here type, like literally like traditional type stuff, you know, here, come in, come, you know, get that different sort of stuff going on, like the push, like the traditional sort of bow stance stuff. You know, we can come in here, bring it in, strike, bring it in, strike, bring it in, strike, because that's coming here, strike, you know. You can even strike from a higher sort of like bow type thing, type stance, so I don't know, come off there, sort of thing, come off, just like very sort of kung fu type, karate type stuff. And again, I'm just playing with a lot of different stuff, like circular. You know, you might come here and like come off, so here, and strike out, just playing with different movements. There's just heaps of different stuff you can do. You could just angle off and kick out, so it's like a clawing type. It's a front kick, but it like claws out type thing. You know. Do that and then come into an elbow. Quite easily do that. Come into an elbow, come and punch. You know, here, like elbow, strike, elbow. You could even like just be blocking here and strike, blocking and striking out. That can come this way, come that way. So hook punch, or it can be the back fist. You know, hook punch, back fist, hook punch, back fist. Hook punch, back fist that way. Roll, like back fist, just back fist off. So just like moving away from whoever, you know, here. You can just push, pull, get that push, pull happening. What you can do. You know, because all of this can provide like a fence, like a distance from you and your opponent. So that's there. You might feel in there, you might push, you know, pushing back, strike that out, just coming into that one, strike high, grab onto the head. You strike, you grabbed on. Your back fist, you grabbed and clawed here, elbowed in. You might claw or you might just elbow in. You know, because you might elbow, hammer fist out, hammer fist, front kick. You know, push that front kick type thing. You might do whatever, and you might want to push back and then come in, push back and then explode in, push back, you know. Type stuff. You might want to just go for all or nothing, come over the massive strike, hit the nose, just bang, just massive strike to the nose. I'm guarantee you, if you're striking trees and you can hit a tree with half force, that person's going to be over. Even if you hit him on the clavicle, on the shoulder or something, with a palm like that. You know, side of the face. With all your force coming that way, and even if you stop that movement type thing, that bender is it's an elbow. If you extend it as a punch. That over the top into someone's front, double striking. The shock, the force of that, the power of that movement, the speed it's traveling, it has to hit hard. Like, it's physics. And if they're coming in, and then you get that right inflection, and you elbow, and you're used to hitting stuff that doesn't move, it's like game over. Your elbow is going to probably near on penetrate through their chest. I've seen that technique done, and the people it's done on, and they're only like pushing it in at your elbow point. I don't know, have you ever been pressed in there? That's where it's hitting. If you get in there, like, I've seen people recoil backwards crawling along the ground. They're just in that much pain. So it's not very nice. And that's, yeah, aiming to press that in, I'm doing it slightly different because I'm like pushing off that back leg. I'm not getting that full Baji type stomp, that power when you sink, but you quite easily could. Anyway, it's been a pretty good workout this session. Lots of different stuff, lots of like feeling around, playing around with circular stuff, rolling, forwards, like you would say backwards, and like forwards movement. Like, so that would be sort of coming towards me, so I'd say that's backwards, and I'd call that forwards. And so, sort of like different stuff. But yeah, the elbows are key. Elbows and forearms and fists are key in this style. So forearms being the whole entire forearm, you know. because that can just, you know, just pressing out, just pushing that out away, whichever way you want to do it. It's just going to cause pain. It's not nice. Like, and not everyone's doing conditioning to strengthen their body. So anyway, all right, cool. Well, that's it. Anyway, hope people enjoy it, and I just want to wish everyone sort of happy holidays, however they celebrate it. I've been trying to do a post the last couple of times. It just hasn't posted. So I sort of gave up on it a little bit. Poor internet connection or whatever. But so yeah, just want to say thanks to all the comments, all the questions, all the awesome questions, and people just sort of being on board and being inspired by it, or just like interested and saying how they used to train, etc., or how they do train, and just almost up to 1 million like views for all time. And in the 2 years that my channel's been up, I wasn't there the whole time. There was a time when I was going through some deep sort of personal stuff with God, really. And I can't remember how long I wasn't around for, but like it was a long time. But anyway, so it's good everyone hung around, didn't unsubscribe, and I've come back the second time and like still got a lot more stuff to do, but you know, got the belt, need a new gi, need a lot more training tools, and I need to physically train a lot more, but yeah, just I feel like it's coming together, and hopefully in 2026 I can sort of start training with some other people, and more sort of full-on martial artist type thing, get some people on board, and just, you know, because sometimes when I'm moving I feel like I'm it can be a little stagnated, like the kangaroo movement type thing is fast. In my opinion, it's like fast, but it's like sometimes like having that movement when you're trying to do strikes, you know, like there's a lot to this. There's a lot to like the movement of the kangaroo, which embodies the system. You know, it's an animal mimicry / imitation system. Like people are like, oh, you know, you should just box or do MMA or this and that, and it's like, how about jamming up your ass? Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing the only animal style that's ever been created in Australia, based on the kangaroo, like an iconic creature. And it's not just for that purpose. It's because they're so physically robust, strong, and they've got claws. They fight. They wrestle. Like if they were in China 1,000 years ago, kangaroo kung fu, Dai Shu Quan would have been a style, and it would absolutely smash the other styles. Like, I can guarantee it. Especially if they were already like, I don't know, if it already had like Baji type stomping and shit in it, like, you know, it could be the most physical style of kung fu, just like how Baji is. But it probably wouldn't have had the Baji, so I can't really, you know, put that to it. It's more that me blending it with a lot of different DNA and fleshing the kangaroo out has like created that sort of like that power, and then it's got the speed of Wing Chun type movement and so on and so forth, the drunken style, Zui Quan, Hsing I stepping, you know, like, and then the circular movements and stuff, like, yeah, so I'm happy, and like it might take another 5 years, but hopefully it's a full style by then. Obviously less time than that would be good, but yeah, that's it. It's a pretty big one, this one. I'll probably have to break it up into a couple of clips, but thank you very much. And yeah, 2026 I want to get new training tools, Macawara, striking pads, sand pads, you know, like actual sand bags to pick up and sort of throw and do all that sort of powerful wrestling type stuff. A new gi, and that's, yeah, I don't know, but I've still got to work and I've got a lot of other stuff to do that's easily and just as important as what I'm doing. So yeah, trying my best, but yeah, there'll be times when I don't post, etc. But like, I'm sure everyone will be fine. Like, it's my baby after all. All right, thanks guys, and yeah, awesome. Thank you. Have a good new year.